Alright lads, welcome back to Irish League Football, and today Daily are at home to Auchenfoyle in the West of Scotland Cup. So let's get into the starting 11. So we've got Davy in nets, 3 centre backs are Tank, Bailey and Andy, 3 in the middle are Hendy, Grant and Sandy, Nev on the right wing, Hedgie on the left, and the 2 up top are Brandon and Muzz. 4 subs today are Rab, Robbie, Wally Mick and Murchie. So let's get into the game. So Daly in their blue and white and Auchenfoyle in red and white. It must be a shot and it gets blocked, and then Auchenfoyle clear it. And I just want to say Auchenfoyle, a lot of times this game they actually block shots. Like, I know teams block shots, but this team blocks more than usual. But Sandy on the ball now, he's got 3 men around him but still manages to give it back to Hendy. Hendy gives it in first time but it goes to no one in the box. Come back out to Tank. Tank gives it on the wing to Nev. Nev lets it run by him and swings it in, but it's not a very good cross either. Auchenfoyle clear it to number 9, who is actually known to them as the King. He scored 62 goals in the past season and that's 20 off of his best, so you know, see what he gets up to this game. But Hendy on the ball, he gives it into Nev, Nev gives it into Muzz, but Muzz lets it roll onto Hendy. Hendy takes a touch into the box, hits it, and that was going in, but yet again Auchenfoyle will block it. Brandon then flicks it onto Nev, Nev has a shot 1-on-1, but the keeper makes a good save there, and then Auchenfoyle punt it forward up to their number 9, he wins the flick on to number 11. Number 11 does quite a nice turn on Bailey, but Tank follows up with the tackle, and that went out for a throw and nothing came from that. But a corner for Daly, and he came into Tank, Tank headed it off his own knee, or kneed it off his own face, whatever, and Nev skied the follow up as Hendy has a shot from outside the box. Auchenfoyle, lack of communication, sees Hendy pick the ball back up from the edge of the box, has a shot, and Tank misses the follow up, and he just went to blast it. He probably should have just made sure it was under the crossbar. But Muzz on the ball, plays it through to Hedgie. Hedgie 1-on-1, but he scuffs the shot. And these chances in the first half for Daly are coming and going quite quickly. But Andy on the ball now goes by a man and then has a shot, and the keeper actually makes a good save and pushes it out for a corner. Then nothing came from the corner. But Hendy on the ball now gives it into Hedgie. Hedgie gives it back to Andy. Andy's got lots of time to take a touch and then pick out a man in the middle to cross it into. It goes to Grant, he headers it, but it's quite a simple save from the keeper. And then Grant wins a flick on from a throw in. It goes to number 7 for Auchenfoyle. He gives it into the King. He turns, has a shot, but that one goes wide and didn't trouble Davy at all. But number 11 now gets played through for Auchenfoyle. He goes into the box, but Bailey tackles him and manages to get it back. As it comes to number 4, he tries to chip it over Bailey, but Bailey blocks it. But the ref gave a handball against Bailey and a free kick. The King is over it. He has a shot, but Davy had that one covered and pushes out for a corner. And that's half time, and I think Auchenfoyle would agree that Daly are probably the better team in this game and have had the better chances, as Nev misses another chance. That wasn't such a bad one as his 1-on-1. But anyway, number 7 on the ball for Auchenfoyle. He has a shot and that one went wide of the goal. Tank now coming off for Murchie, as Tank said that he couldn't catch his breath during the game after like 10 minutes because he had a collision or something and he just couldn't catch his breath after that. Hedgie now running into the box, cuts it back to Muzz. Muzz has a shot, keeper saves it, and Brandon misses from 2 yards out on the follow up, and that should have definitely been 1-0. If the other one shouldn't have been 1-0, that should have been 1-0, but the keeper made a good save and Brandon missed the open net. So Sandy flicked the ball over the guy's head, comes to Nev, he runs onto it and has got a man on him, and you can see something going on in the box. Brandon and someone fell over, but Nev carries on, he goes out for a corner, and then their man tripped up Hendy. It was a bit hard to see that from there, but I'll show it again. And the ref goes over, calls over the man and gives him a straight red card. And I didn't actually see what happened until I saw the video, but as you can see, them 2 fell over, and then number 12 pushed Brandon, and then Hendy went over, and then number 12 just decked Hendy. He just stuck his leg out. I mean, they were saying it was a kick, but it was kind of just, he just kind of left his leg out and tripped Hendy up. But the ref gave a red card, and that's Auchenfoyle into 10 men as they have a handball, and Hedgie scores. He actually celebrated for that. But Nev and Andy over the free kick. Andy has a shot and that one wasn't really troubling the goalkeepers. Muzz on the ball, he's got 2 or 3 men round him, gets a cross into the box, gets headed out to Hendy and Sandy. Sandy was probably teasing up a shot, but number 4 gets the ball off Hendy and plays it forward. Sandy loses it out to number 11. Number 11 goes by, I think that's Murchie, and then Sandy just goes in and absolutely takes the number 11 out. And Sandy never even got booked for that, which he probably could have got booked. But Robbie coming on for Hendy now as Auchenfoyle with the free kick. He swings it into the box and that's Murchie with the header. As number 4 goes for the header, comes to number 8. Number 8 plays a good ball through to the King. The King 1-on-1 and he puts that one wide. Like, don't want to say anything, but the King should have scored that. But Muzz now on the ball for Daly, has it on the wing, he swings it into the middle and he gets blocked, but comes to Nev, he cuts it back, or he shoots then cuts it back to Granty. He has a shot and number 6 on the line headers it over. I don't really think that he knew much about it, but he headed it over somehow and Robbie got taken out there and again. But Sandy hesitated to go to the ball as their number 4 comes forward. I think that's the number 4. He plays it forward to the King as Robbie slips as well as Sandy. The King then tries to take on Andy, but Andy gets a good tackle in there. He then passes it to no one, it only goes to Bailey. Bailey then gives it forward to Nev. Nev on the ball, plays it forward up to Brandon. He's got Muzz in the middle. He tries to pick out Muzz, but even Muzz ain't that big to get that one. But Murchie on the ball now, I think that was a shot. It ends up coming to Sandy. It kind of bobbles about in the box, but comes to Robbie at the edge of the box. He then gets tackled by number 4 and eventually goes down, and that is a free kick given by the referee. Muzz steps up for it and passes it into the back of the net and makes it 1-0 eventually for Daly, and it just passed it in. The keeper didn't move at all for it as Wally Mick is coming on now for Nev. As Muzz is on the ball, he tries to get it in the middle, it gets blocked, comes to Hedgie and it actually gets blocked on the line. Like, they just block everything, Auchenfoil, but well, they didn't block Muzz's free kick. But number 9, the King, has a shot and that wasn't the best of shots. As Hedgie on the ball now, loads of time, nobody shutting him down. He has a shot and that wasn't actually too far off the top bins. But Auchenfoil on the ball, we give it away to Murchie. Murchie plays it forward up to Brandon. Brandon chasing onto it, but number 3 gets it. But he gives it away to Wally Mick. Wally Mick on the wing goes by number 3. He then crosses it in. It's a decent cross, but gets headed out to number 4. Number 4 is going to get that. He's got Hedgie running at him, but he's a bit far behind. Zandy now chasing him, number 4 taking him on down the wing. Grant coming over to support Andy, but number 4 actually done well there to get a cross in against Andy and Grant. But it comes to Hedgie. Hedgie on the ball, loads of time, plays it forward to Muzz. Muzz takes on his man, goes by him quite easily. Then he takes on their centre back as well, goes by him quite easily, gives it to Brandon, and then Brandon puts it into an open net. No chance for the keeper, and they did actually sub their keeper, so yeah, it's a different keeper now. As the King on the ball now, and Grant made an interception, but it falls to number 4 on the wing. Loads of time to pick out a cross, picks out number 11 in the box, and he hits the post from a header, and that was a bit of a scare for Daly. As 2-1, that would have been them right back in it. As Wally Mick wins the header, it comes to Sandy in the midfield, but number 7 kind of takes him out, and that's a free kick. And from the free kick, my camera wouldn't stop recording and start recording quick enough. He played it forward to Muzz and he got his second of the game, so Hedgie just got skint there by number 4 as he tries to play it forward, but Andy gets the interception. He gives it into Robbie, but Grant takes over and gives it back to Andy. Andy plays it forward to Hedgie. Hedgie running on, he breaks offside trap, goes by number 8 and then puts that one by the keeper and makes it 4-0, and the goals are just coming in thick and fast. In fact, the keeper only went off at 1-0, and I'm not saying that the keeper that's on this now for them cost the goals, because there's not much you can do about them. But Bailey now coming off for Big Rabbie to get a run on the pitch, as Muzz now chipping it over for Hedgie. Hedgie takes it on, but the keeper saves it. Then he goes for the overhead kick, and if that went in, that would have been something, but it was unlucky. Quite a tight angle for an overhead kick. But Murchie now on the ball, plays it over to Muzz, who's got loads of time to run it, the defence, or run into the box. He has a shot, keeper saves it, probably going in, but Robbie makes sure it goes in, I suppose. That's what we'll say, he was making sure it was going in, not goal snatching Muzzy's hat-trick. But anyway, Wally Mick on the ball, swings it forward up to Muzz. Muzz headers it down to Hedgie. He goes for the shot, but the King gets a tackle in. Grant then headers it on to Sandy. He flicks it over his man. He quickly gets shut down by number 7 as he gives it back to Grant. Grant then gives it into Andy at left back. Andy takes a touch and gives it in the middle to Hedgie. He gives it first time over to Rab. Rab takes a touch and gives it into Sandy. Sandy's got loads of time to turn and have a shot, but that one goes well over, the Sandy special. As Grant wins the header in the midfield and it goes forward to Muzz, he goes 1-on-1. The keeper actually makes a good save, but it comes straight to Brandon and he puts that in for his second. And I felt sorry for the keeper, he came on and he conceded 5, which he probably couldn't have done anything about. He actually made a good save for the 6th. But that is a good result for Daly after 2 defeats on the bounce, and all the best for Auchenfoil for the rest of the season. And that's the end of the video. If you did like it, please leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.